Ramadan Kareem, everyone. I hope everyone is doing great this Ramadan. I know it's a difficult one since everyone's staying at home, quarantined and fasting. The only thing that kept me going was food. Alhamdulillah, Ramadan has been great. Also, I do not mind my dyed hand. So today we're gonna be creating a Ramadan themed cake. It is a Victorian sponge. Covered it with vanilla buttercream and jam and strawberries inside it, and I'm gonna decorate it as I go along. I have no plan as to how it's going to be, so stay tuned. This cake has already been crumb coated and chilled. It isn't the perfect cake, but this will do. And what we're going to be doing first is we're going to cover it in fondant. The fondants you can use, there are so many fondants out there, but I think the ones that I've always used before, but I don't have any more left, is that one. This is the Wilton fondant. You can also use any other fondant. You have this fondant, this is the Asda one. As long as you know how to use any fondant, I think for me is fine. We're going to roll out the fondant and then use icing sugar to prevent it from sticking to the mat. This is a non-stick mat that I just got off Amazon. So keep kneading your fondant to make it more malleable. Use fondant dye or Wilton gel dye to dye your fondant with a toothpick. Shape your fondant into a circle to match the shape of your cake. And now use a long rolling pin to roll out your fondant. There's a bit in the video when I realized that my fondant is way too thick, so I decided to take off after that step and then roll it out again thinner and put it on my cake. Now you can start by smoothing the top of the cake using fondant smoothers. You can get it from any cake shop. And then work on the sides. This step is a little bit stressful because you do have to work really fast to make sure that your sides of the cake do not rip. But as you can see, it's actually ripping a little bit, even though I have thinned it out, but it's still ripping. That's no problem, everything is fixable, and you can see I will fix it at the end. Since I'm working really fast, I'm cutting out the edges quickly. By working quickly, you are preventing the sides of the cake from dragging to the bottom of the cake and ripping from the edges. So off camera I used some colours from Wilton to colour those fondants. Now I'm going to be using this fondant cutter that I got off Hobby Crafts to cut out shapes into those fondants. And just cut. Now I'm using the alphabet molds I got off Wilton to cut out the letters spelling Ramadan Kareem. Now it's time to decorate! Yay! So, in order to stick your fondant onto your fondant covered cake, you need to use some water and a brush. That's all you need. And brush on some water onto your fondant pieces and stick it on your fondant covered cake, and it will stick with no problem. Just make sure not to use too much water, otherwise your fondant will slide from where you placed it. There's a step that I missed out. I actually just used a mold to make a prayer bead
and then stuck it on the cake. Now I'm using lemon extract, also from Wilton, and some gold luster powder that I've actually mixed and it made more of a copper powder. I'll basically paint the beads and some stars and bits and bobs everywhere, since I really love the metallic shine on the cake.
So this is the end result. It's a very simple Ramadan cake that anyone can do at home. I was thinking of adding this, right, Adha? It's actually just everywhere. I like that. Maybe I'm gonna add some of that. Let me just try and see if I should add. This is the finished product. I added some, what do you call them? Wait, I need to see the name. Silver balls! I can't say silver balls. What do you call them? Oh, sprinkles. Yeah. I added some silver sprinkles, some white pearls as well. I think I went overboard. Just shush, just 2 seconds. All I want to say is I hope you enjoyed. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video hi guys!
Welcome back to my channel!
Welcome back to my channel, guys! Okay, I'm done.
Hi guys!
Look at this beauty! Oh, smells great as well. Oh, Ramadan is open, guys!